And I'm going to share my screen. And let's get started. Okay, so the topic this week is personal selling, right? So one of the aspects of marketing, really any job, is that you have to be able to sell. So, I'm a teacher. I have to be able to sell to you guys and to all my students that it's worth your time to do, the tasks I'm asking you to do. So, and I know for like me personally, I feel like I'm not a very big person at like going door to door and trying to sell things. Like that's not something I feel really good about doing, but I feel good about selling the things that I'm passionate about, right? So all of us need to be a seller. Um, maybe not door to door selling, but you all need to be able to sell yourself, when you're interviewing, and then if you're working in a job somewhere, be able to sell whatever it is that you're doing to the people that you care about. So that's kind of the theme for the week. We're going to watch this quick video that goes through the 6 steps of selling. It also is in the PowerPoint that you should have went through today. So this is kind of review, but it's kind of important to understand what's going on here. So here are the 6 steps in selling. The first one is doing some research, figuring out who you're going to sell to. The second step is probably the most difficult, and that's actually approaching them, be it face to face or another way. Actually, the third part is actually making the presentation. So it's really important to do a good job with that. The fourth one is answering questions and objections. Probably not going to cost or whatever. The fifth is moving the flow, and the last is follow up. So again, as you're watching the founder, I want you to kind of think about those 6 steps. A hint that might be part of the assignment for Friday, is being able to understand how those steps are wrapped into it. So that is the 6 steps of selling. And can I get to the next slide? And then the next slide, again, we're going to watch a movie called The Founder, which is based on a true story. And it's about the story of McDonald's is pretty fascinating if you don't know it. There is an original McDonald's. There was 2 brothers that were named McDonald. Their last name was McDonald, and they had a hamburger store in California. And there was a guy that was he sold basically blenders, ice cream blenders, and that was his job. And he was going to restaurants, calling restaurants and trying to sell these blenders, these ice cream makers. And he called this restaurant, and usually people would say if they wanted to buy one, they buy one. And he called the store, and they wanted more than one, and that was like unheard of. And he's like, I need to go see what they're doing at this restaurant. So he went and visited this McDonald's and saw that they were getting people in and out of the store at just a ridiculous amount. And so they were making a lot more money because they had a lot more consumers that would be able to come in and out. And so that is kind of the birth of fast food as we know it, right? This idea that if you can get people in and out of your restaurant as fast as possible, you can make more sales. And so anyways, he fell in love with what they were doing. And then he needed to try to sell them that he was going to take this one McDonald's restaurant in California and turn it into a franchise. And it wasn't easy to convince those guys that, but obviously he did. And we know now that McDonald's is all over the place, all over the world, and #1 restaurant, and so on and so forth. So it's a great movie to again show you. And he wasn't perfect, by any means, but it's a great movie to show you this idea of how you sell something. And he was selling himself. He was trying to sell himself to these restaurant owners to allow him to franchise the restaurant. So that's the theme the lens I want you to watch the movie through this week as you're watching it. And then here's your assignment. I was a little bit confusing, I think, last week, the first one, but if you're in this Class Connect, that's great. You should be able to do this really quickly and be done. If you're watching this on a recording, that's fine too, but there always will be an assignment tied to it. So it's not just enough just to watch the Class Connect. I will make the assignment here live in just a minute, and then go ahead and just answer these 2 questions as your assignment for this Class Connect. So number 1, what are the 6 steps of personal selling? I just went over them in this video. You can also find them in the handout for today. And then number two, why are we watching The Founder this week? So if you can answer those two things, that's your assignment for today. So any questions from you guys about anything? Everybody give me a thumbs up that you heard, understand, know what's going on. Awesome, you guys. Hey, if you have any questions, ask. Like I've been grading. The grades are always updated every week, so grades should be updated for now. If you're missing something, get it turned in. If you have questions, ask. But you guys are off to a really good start. This is kind of what we're going to be doing is every week, kind of taking a different topic, and then working on something every single day. And then I'm grading a couple things each week, and we kind of move through the course. So you'll get a really good idea of kind of what marketing is if you just stay on top of it and keep working every day. So super proud of you guys. Good to see you. Have a great one. And again, make sure you finish the assignment with this as well. All right, you guys, take care. We'll see you.